All right. Well, good afternoon, folks, and thanks for joining us today. Summer is here in the LBC. Students, that's right. You can celebrate. It's summer. It's a good time of the year. School is out next Thursday. For you parents, sorry, summer's coming. I will tell you, this is a great time of the year where residents, young people spend time with their families. They enjoy a wide range of activities all across our city, from festivals and cultural events. It's a time for growth and celebration. It's a time for making memories. It's a time for, growth and falling in love and joy and going to the beach and hanging out with family. That's what summer really represents. We also know that every year during the warm summer months, when school is out, cities across California and throughout our nation tend to see an increase in violence impacting residents. These incidents have a disproportionate impact on young people, particularly youth of color in low-income neighborhoods. We believe that everyone deserves to have a fun, safe, and memorable summer, especially our youth. They deserve opportunities. They deserve a chance to mature in their neighborhoods that they're both engaged in and that they are activating. That's why today we're proud to be here today to announce our city's plan for a safe and healthy summer, the Strong Beach Initiative. Strong Beach, spelled out, is standing together to reach our next generation, which represents our commitment to work closely with our community partners across departments, all hands on deck to keep our youth, our families, our communities safe all summer long by focusing on three core strategies. One, we're going to expand summer youth opportunities for our young people. This means more summer youth jobs, 750 summer youth jobs, life coaching, mentorship programs, expanding park hours, expanding youth programs. It also means advancing data-informed violence prevention measures, like taking a data-driven approach and identifying high-risk areas where gun violence is most prevalent and deploying high-crime focus teams and neighborhood bike teams to build stronger relationships in our communities. And it also means the third area of focus is engaging our community like never before through grants for neighborhood associations, making block parties free, deploying more resources and opportunities for neighbors to get outside, get to know one another, and activate their communities. This is an all hands on deck effort across departments, including the police department, the health department, and the city manager's office, and our Parks and Recreations department, and community partners like the One Long Beach Coalition, who's with us today. By keeping our youth and our neighborhoods active, engaged all summer long, and by investing in data-driven community policing strategies to deter violence, we'll be able to ensure that every Long Beach resident has a safe and enjoyable and a vibrant summer filled with opportunities. Today you'll hear from Deputy City Manager Teresa Chandler, Deputy Chief Burford of the Long Beach Police Department, my Youth Engagement Deputy, Montserrat Pineda, and then you'll hear from Community Voices, Cindy from Centro Cha, and special guest co-founder from March of Our Lives, president of, that's right, Cindy, and special guest co-founder from March of Our Lives and president of Leaders We Deserve, David Hogg. So now, let's get into it. I'd like to introduce Deputy City Manager Teresa Chandler to talk more about the Strong Beach Summer Initiative.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you, Mayor. All right, so as a city team, we are fully committed to uplifting young people, ensuring there are opportunities for engagement and transformative activities that promote connection and enrichment, which will contribute to creating safer neighborhoods across our city. Our ultimate goal is to ensure our community is healthy, safe, and thriving. And we do this by extending bridges to opportunity and working alongside community partners to address the core issues so that we have healthy neighborhoods not only on the east side, but on the north, central, south, and west sides of Long Beach as well. After months of class projects, homework, and tests, the summer has great potential to provide a restorative break for our youth and families, our teachers, and our administrators. It also means several weeks of structured and unstructured time. We all know that little ones need to fill that time with summer reading programs, day camps, and other activities. But older kids and young adults need enrichment just the same. The Standing Together to Reach Our Next Generation, also known as Strong Beach Summer of Opportunity Initiative, brings together existing youth-focused programs, services, events, and resources, while also introducing new opportunities to create lasting change. Many of these programs were already in place or are being developed specifically for the summer. As we enter the hot summer months, it's a critical time for us to unite as a community to ensure that all of our youth, including those hardest to reach, can access and benefit from these extended opportunities. This is how Strong Beach emerged. By offering safe spaces for youth to learn, socialize, and grow over the summer months and well into the future, we enhance opportunities for optimizing potential in each young person, which in turn creates an overall sense of security throughout the community. By co-creating spaces for youth and by youth, youth-related crime and violence will go down. We know that many of these programs will be utilized by our youth who are already connected to a variety of resources and opportunities. We also want to do our best to reach those youth who are at a crossroads, those who are neither enrolled in school or not even working. Many current programs, along with some new activities, fall under the Strong Beach umbrella. One such program is Futures First, which is a collaboration between the Health Department's Office of Youth Development and Economic Development's Workforce Programming. Futures First provides life coaching, case management, hands-on employment training, and professional career counseling for youth ages 16 to 24. The Health Department's Safe Passages program will engage in summer programming in neighborhoods where youth live, play, and hang out. This program is not only about keeping kids off the streets and getting them safely where they need to go, it's also about proactively introducing positive influences, providing opportunities to develop new skills, build relationships, and gain access to resources that can support their personal and professional growth. The Be Safe program, a long-standing program by our Parks, Recreation, and Marine Department, provides late afternoon and evening programming throughout the summer months. They're located in neighborhoods that experience the highest rates of violence. It offers everything from arts and crafts, outdoor games and sports, to science activities and computer labs. By keeping selected parks activated in the evening hours, residents of all ages have many options for recreation and spending time together. It's important to recognize that our work does not happen in a vacuum. In fact, we have an extremely engaged community here in Long Beach who have been focusing efforts for years to ensure our communities are united and building together. Community engagement opportunities like Youth Day in the LBC and collaborative bodies like our Advancing Peace Steering Committee and Collaborative Network, our Youth Advisory Council, the Early Childhood Strategic Planning Committee, and the Reentry Advisory Committee are examples of groups that bring forward collective action to foster lasting change. We also recently allocated $400,000 through the youth participatory budgeting process. Young people voted on the summer programs they most wanted to see supported by the city. As a result, 9 organizations will receive between $10,000 and $50,000 to administer programs that are ranging from driver's education to self-defense. These are just a few of the many programs and initiatives we are uplifting through our Strong Beach Summer of Opportunity initiative. We are excited for this opportunity to share the vision and landscape with all of you and are looking forward to further engagement and co-creation opportunities we get to do with Long Beach Youth and our network of partners this summer and beyond. We will continue to share information on these and other efforts over the next few months. Thank you.
Good. All right. Thank you, Teresa, for that overview. Next up, we're going to hear from our Deputy Chief, Ty Burford, to talk more about some of our police department strategies as part of our Strong Beach Summer.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, my name is Ty Burford. I am the Deputy Chief of the Community Services Bureau with the Long Beach Police Department. Thank you, Mayor, for inviting me to join you all here today. The safety of our community is our top priority. Our officers are working around the clock to proactively find and arrest prohibited possessors, those in possession of illegal firearms, and violent offenders who cause harm to our community. Violence will not be tolerated in our city. Today, we are proud to share some of our engagement and proactive efforts that we will be working on this summer. We will have our neighborhood safety bike team regularly out in parks and open spaces. Not only will they be proactively engaging with residents and visitors, but they will also offer an increased police presence in our most visited areas. Through our Youth and Community Engagement Division, we are continuing to invest in youth leadership and engagement. We recently had 35 young men and women graduate from our Long Beach PD Explorer Academy, an intense program dedicated to those with a passion for community service and the law enforcement profession. We are also excited to be hosting our Youth Leadership Academy at Cabrillo High School in a few weeks. During this week-long program, high school students will learn about leadership opportunities and have opportunities for professional and personal development, all while connecting with officers and professional staff. This summer, we will be hosting community engagement events in 12 of our parks here in the city of Long Beach. This will include scam and fraud workshops for seniors, personal development and leadership workshops for teens, and hands-on activities for kids during summer camp. This is part of our commitment to build strong relationships within local neighborhoods, as relationships are a critical component of trust. And lastly, we are pleased to invite the community to join us on National Night Out. This is one of our favorite events this year. We encourage neighborhood groups and businesses to host an event and partner with us on August 6th. Our community safety takes all of us. That's why we are pleased to continue partnering with our neighborhood groups, businesses, city departments, and law enforcement and criminal justice partners to keep everyone safe. Thank you for your time.
All right, thanks, Ty. Next, to talk about a little bit of how we've engaged youth and plan to continue to engage youth, we introduce our youth liaison, Montserrat Pineda.
Good afternoon. My name is Montserrat Pineda, and I serve as a youth liaison for the office of Long Beach Mayor Rex Richardson. However, first and foremost, I'm a proud North Long Beach resident that has grown up in the Ramona Park neighborhood. Every day, I'm reminded that we have a commitment to our young people to ensure that they have the opportunities and resources that they deserve. Because when we invest in our young people, those investments come back to our city. Last May, we brought together youth from across the city for Youth Day in the LBC and heard from them about their needs and priorities around how they would like to be engaged this summer and beyond. We had youth-led focus groups, a fireside chat with Vince Staples, and that feedback was centered and incorporated in the design of the Strong Beach Initiative. This initiative aligns with the goals of our Youth Strategic Plan, which outlines 6 priorities designed to empower our youth to live healthy and safe lives. Priorities dedicated to things like community care, planning for the future, and youth development. The Youth Strategic Plan has been an innovative blueprint that has allowed us as a city to continue to engage our youth and hold us accountable for the work that we do. Through the Strong Beach Initiative, we are demonstrating our continued commitment to investing in and engaging our Long Beach youth. This summer, the city will engage our youth in ways they have never been engaged before, all summer long. We need to continue to put our youth first, because when we do, we put our community's future first. Thank you.
All right, good job, Montserrat. I want to acknowledge the Long Beach City Council received a presentation on this initiative yesterday. We have with us today Councilwoman Mary Zendejas that represents the downtown and the Washington neighborhood. Thank you so much for being here with us, council member. And we have a number of community organizations, a part of the One Long Beach Coalition that's here with us today. And I want to invite up a speaker, a representative of the coalition, who, I will say none of this is possible if we don't work together with the community. And we've built so much trust, so much capacity in recent years that I'm excited to be able to come out with one message and really one focus between the city and the community as we head into the summer. So I want to introduce Cindy Sagoon. I hope I got it right, Cindy. I hope I got it right. Come on up, Cindy. Let's hear from Cindy Sagoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cindy Sagun, and I serve as the Community Violence Intervention Program Specialist at Centro Cha. I was born and raised in the city of Long Beach, and as I stand here today, I reflect on my early opportunities of leadership as a youth. When I was at Wilson High School, I was part of the Female Leadership Academy for 3 years, where we partnered with Interval House, an organization here in the city of Long Beach, where they gave us the opportunity to learn from their expertise on teen dating awareness, and they gave us the opportunity to empower our voices to lead events on our campus with our peers like Orange Day and Denim Day. To this day, I still remember seeing Lorena Banuelos, a leader here in the city of Long Beach, telling her story and giving her expertise. At that time, I did not recognize that violence prevention was in my career path, but today I thank her for sparking that light in the leader that I am today. Now, with the leadership of Centro Cha, I help convene the One Long Beach Community Violence Intervention and Prevention Collaborative, who will stand behind me today. We're a collaborative that has 45 members from nonprofit organizations, faith-based groups, the Long Beach Health Department, Long Beach Unified School District, city governments, and community stakeholders. We value and recognize the importance to invest in violence reduction and youth development programs, not only during the summertime, but a year-round effort. Although we acknowledge that our initiative and the initiatives to come are not the beginning of the work, but the beginning of something new, because it's community-driven and youth-led. These organizations have rooted leadership for Long Beach youth and families, and we proudly support Strong Beach because it is a data-informed violence prevention strategy. It provides summer opportunity for our youth and invest in neighborhoods, activation, and community engagement. This initiative acknowledges that there are some barriers to accessing programs. Our youth may not know that a program like EM3 exists, or with Leonard at Hoops After Dark. Strong Beach is working in tandem with all these sectors. We believe in a summer where we can work collectively and in alignment for and with youth, creating a space, a safe and brave space where they can belong, relate, and identify in our communities in Long Beach. It's been an honor to work alongside of these partners in my short time with them together. And I truly hope that all of you youth out there can meet them one day, because they truly are very passionate about the work and they want to see you thrive. I hope and trust that this effort of Strong Beach connects all generations of leaders to work together. As I close my statement today, I reflect on a recent engagement that I was invited to EM3's youth program graduation. Kimberly Estrella, project coordinator for EM3, mentioned, we often hear that the youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow and of our future. I agree with her because I was able to bear witness some of the energy of the emerging youth in that room. And I agree that it's time to rephrase that statement. Our generation and our younger generation are the experts and hold the power and knowledge to envision and create a safe summer and safe community in Long Beach. You all are the leaders of today. Our time is now. Thank you.
All right. I'll tell you, the youth speakers have been the best speakers so far. Just give them the mic. Well, thank you, Cindy. We now want to invite up another youth speaker, a special guest speaker, co-founder for March of Our Lives, president of Leaders We Deserve, David Hogg.
First of all, I would like to thank Mayor Richardson for leading on this issue. The city of Long Beach and so many cities around the country face so many challenges on a day-to-day basis. I'm sure it can feel overwhelming at times, but this shows that we are taking this issue seriously. We're hearing all the time people talk about the safety of our children in schools, right? We hear a lot of people talking about things like wanting to, I heard a story recently about a recent meeting in Huntington Beach where people wanted to ban books in schools because they perceived that to be a danger to their students. Books are not the #1 killer of kids in the United States. Guns are. When I was 17 years old in Parkland, Florida, a gunman at my high school, a former student, went and murdered 17 of my classmates and teachers in less than 10 minutes. But today, I want to make sure that we understand that most gun violence that occurs in the United States, while what happened in Parkland is horrible and should never happen again, most gun violence that happens doesn't happen in places in schools. It happens outside of them. And it happens in communities that rarely get the same news coverage or attention that Parkland got. And it's not to say that Parkland should not have got that coverage. It's to say that every single community that experiences gun violence needs to get that same coverage and attention. Because all of these kids across the United States, especially younger Black and brown children, are paying the price for our inaction on gun violence. But finally today, we are taking action here. Because it's not just about addressing gun laws. We have to address why somebody wants to kill somebody else in the first place. Why do they want to pick up a gun? For example, for the first 14 years of my life, I actually grew up not too far from here, in Torrance. I grew up in a community with very little gun violence. In fact, I had never heard of a shooting happening in my neighborhood when I grew up in my part of Torrance. And unfortunately, for many communities, only less than 30 minutes away from where I grew up, that's not the case for kids. They experience gun violence on a weekly, sometimes daily basis. And it's not because they have stronger gun laws in those communities necessarily, although that's an important factor. It's because those communities historically have lacked the resources and investment that many communities like mine in Parkland or in Torrance have gotten. And it's to say that every single community needs to get that investment, because there is no better way at preventing gun violence than making sure that these young people have opportunity.
That's right. That's it.
The reason why Parkland doesn't have shootings on a daily basis isn't because we have stronger gun laws than the rest of Florida. It's because we have a average income in our community of over $100,000 a year per household. Opportunity is the single best way to combat gun violence in this country. It's hard. It is very hard to do, but with a little bit of investment, teamwork, and collaboration with the community, it is possible, and we're already seeing the results. After Uvalde, there was hundreds of millions of dollars that were allocated to be put into similar programs to this by the federal government in the first gun law that was passed in 30 years. And in the time since Uvalde, in many of the largest cities across the United States, we've seen on average about a 19% reduction in gun homicides. That's not enough, but it's still progress. And we can't stop until no child has to fear for their lives in their communities. But luckily with this program, with what Mayor Richardson is helping to lead here, with the members of City Council and the community members have led here, we are making progress. But I also want to acknowledge something too. This work started long before Parkland. This work started in places like Long Beach. It started in places like Miami and Chicago and elsewhere around the country. And it was led by Black and brown women that have never got the attention that they deserve, that have sacrificed every single day for decades, pouring their blood, sweat, and tears, and sometimes even spending their entire life doing this, that have never got that attention, that have that trauma of gun violence ingrained in their DNA, because it is so prevalent in many communities in the United States. We have to do more in California, in every state around this country, to continue addressing this issue and not let this stop here. Because gun violence is still happening every single day in our country. We have to keep going until no child has to fear for their lives, until no child has to know the fear of what it's like going through a school shooter drill, or the fear of what it's like not knowing whether or not you can go and play outside of your home, or whether or not you can simply exist in your home because of a fear of domestic violence with a gun. We have to address the holistic problems here, and we also need to acknowledge the fact, we hear all the time, as one final point, all the time I hear after mass shootings, which are often committed by white gunmen, that this is not a criminal problem, that this is not a gun problem, that this is a mental health problem. Hatred is not a mental illness. The gunman that killed so many people in El Paso, Texas in 2019 just because they were Mexican people, that is hatred. That is a white supremacist. White supremacy is not a mental illness. But what we do need to address is the mental health crisis our youth are going through because they have a spiking rate of gun suicide and the PTSD, especially our young black and brown children have from gun violence in their communities that rarely gets the attention or support that Parkland got. And again, it's not to say that Parkland shouldn't have got that. It's to say every community deserves the same treatment, attention, respect, and response that Parkland got. And until we see that, we have not finished doing this work. But luckily today, because of what Mayor Richardson is doing here, we are making progress towards that. And I know, whether it's this program or others, that we will not stop until no child has to fear for their lives because of gun violence. And I thank you all for taking the lead on this issue and making sure that we don't just pat ourselves on the back and say we have strong gun laws in this state, we've done enough. We cannot stop until no child in any community or any zip code fears for their life or dies from gun violence, or any person of any age fears for their life from gun violence. So let's keep going, let's keep doing the work, and let's keep investing in these programs. Thank you so much.
All right. Good. All right. Well, you know, we're certainly proud of all the comments. I feel proud of our city. We feel prepared for the summer. The work, the resources are there. The people are there. We know what to do. We need to give our young people opportunities. We need to make sure that we're leaning into data. Make sure that we're all working together across every department and across all our community groups. So we know what to do, and we want to make sure that young people have every opportunity to achieve their highest and best potential, and to be engaged this summer, to learn more. The summer initiative starts today. So to learn more, you can go to longbeach.gov/opportunity. You can read more details on the Strong Beach Summer of Opportunity. There's a calendar of events that is already there. There's resources already there, and we're going to continue to add more resources to this website throughout the summer as we deploy more strategies and more programs. And so we're going to now proceed with Spanish and Khmer interpretation of today's conference. All right.
Hola, buenas tardes y gracias por acompañarnos. Hoy se unieron el alcalde Rex Richardson, Teresa Chandler, el teniente de la ciudad y el subjefe Ty Burford, Cindy Sahagan, el programa de intervención y prevención de la violencia comunitaria, especialista Centro Cha, David Hogg, cofundador de March for Our Lives, y Montserrat Pineda, adjunto de participación comunitaria y enlace juvenil, oficina de alcalde Rex Richardson. Estamos aquí hoy para anunciar los detalles de nuestra iniciativa Summer of Opportunity, que fomentará un desarrollo positivo entre jóvenes de Long Beach a la vez que abordan la violencia juvenil mediante la expansión de las oportunidades juveniles del verano, las estrategias de prevención y represión de la violencia y la participación y activación de la comunidad. Todo el mundo merece tener un verano divertido, seguro y memorable. Desafortunadamente, todos los años, durante los cálidos meses del verano, cuando la escuela está afuera, las ciudades de California y todo el país tienden a ver un aumento de los incidentes de violencia que afectan a los residentes. Estos incidentes tienen un impacto desproporcionado en los jóvenes, en particular en los jóvenes de color y en los vecindarios de bajos ingresos. Este verano, la ciudad de Long Beach trabajará en estrecha colaboración con nuestros socios comunitarios para mantener seguros a nuestros jóvenes, familias y comunidades, dando inicio a una iniciativa de verano seguro y saludable que invertirá en 3 estrategias básicas: ampliación de las oportunidades para jóvenes de verano, incluidos los trabajos juveniles, el entrenamiento de vida, de programas de tutoría y la ampliación de las horas del parque. Avanzar en las medidas de prevención de la violencia basadas en datos como la identificación de áreas de alto riesgo donde la violencia armada es más frecuente y el despliegue de equipos de seguridad del vecindario para construir relaciones más sólidas y esas áreas seguras. Y apoyando el compromiso sostenido de la comunidad a través de subvenciones para fiestas en el vecindario, noches de cine y otros eventos de activación de la comunidad durante todo el verano. Como ciudad, estaremos comprometidos a elevar a los jóvenes y asegurarnos de que haya oportunidades de compromiso y actividades transformadoras que promuevan la conexión y el enriquecimiento, lo que en última instancia contribuirá a crear vecindarios más seguros en toda la ciudad. Nuestro objetivo final es garantizar que nuestra comunidad esté sana, segura y próspera. Y lo hacemos extendiendo los puentes a la oportunidad y trabajando junto a los socios de la comunidad para abordar los problemas centrales, para que tengamos vecindarios saludables, no solo en el lado del este, sino también en los lados norte, central, sur y oeste de Long Beach. El verano de la oportunidad reúne los programas, servicios, eventos y recursos existentes centrados en los jóvenes, al tiempo que introduce nuevas oportunidades para crear un cambio duradero. Al ofrecer espacios seguros para que los jóvenes aprendan, socialicen y crezcan durante los meses de verano y en el futuro, mejoraremos las oportunidades para optimizar el potencial de cada joven, lo que a su vez crea una sensación general y segura en toda la comunidad. Tenemos muchos esfuerzos para involucrar a los jóvenes locales que vendrán en este verano. La ciudad ha lanzado un calendario especial de actividades de verano. Lo podrán encontrar en www.longbeach.gov/summer, con más de 1,300 actividades y eventos para familiares y amigos, adolescentes y preadolescentes y niños pequeños y bebés, con filtros especiales para identificar eventos para muchas categorías de edad, incluidos adolescentes y preadolescentes, para mostrar fácilmente las muchas actividades, programas y eventos diferentes para que los jóvenes se mantengan activos y comprometidos todo el verano. Nuestro programa Futures First, una colaboración entre la programación de la Fuerza Laboral de la Oficina de Desarrollo Juvenil y Desarrollo Económico del Departamento de Salud, proporciona entretenimiento de vida, gestión de casos, capacitación laboral práctica y asesoramiento profesional para jóvenes de 16 a 24 años. El programa, llamado Safe Passage, del Departamento de Salud participará en la programación de verano en los barrios donde los jóvenes viven, en los vecindarios de donde los jóvenes viven, juegan y pasan el rato. El programa Be Safe de nuestro Departamento de Parques ofrece programación a última hora de la tarde y por la noche en parques ubicados en vecindarios que experimentan las tasas más altas de violencia. Ofrece de todo, desde artes y manualidades, juegos y deportes al aire libre, hasta actividades científicas y laboratorios de computación. Nuestro Departamento de Policía de Long Beach también continúa ofreciendo muchos programas de colaboración en el vecindario durante todo el año, como el equipo de bicicletas de seguridad del vecindario, el café con un policía y participación en las reuniones del vecindario. Y continúa dando prioridad a los programas centrados en la juventud como los exploradores de policía, la búsqueda y el rescate y la Academia de Liderazgo Juvenil, todo lo cual fomenta el desarrollo del liderazgo juvenil y las relaciones positivas con las fuerzas del orden. La Academia de Liderazgo Juvenil tendrá lugar este mes. De hecho, está programado para el 17 al 21 de junio. Nuestro Departamento de Policía invita a los vecinos, grupos comunitarios y empresas a participar en la Noche Nacional del 6 de agosto, organizando fiestas en el bloque, en el vecindario, los desfiles, comidas al aire libre y otros eventos comunitarios para promover las asociaciones entre la policía y la comunidad y fomentar una camaradería del vecindario, amistad. También estamos comprometidos con oportunidades de participación como el Día de la Juventud, Youth Day en LBC, y en colaboración como nuestro Comité Directivo para el Avance de la Paz, Advancing Peace Steering Committee, y la Red de Colaboración y el Consejo Asesor de la Juventud para llevar adelante la acción colectiva y fomentar un cambio duradero. Estos son algunos de nuestros muchos programas e iniciativas que estamos elevando a través de nuestro Strong Beach Summer of Opportunity Initiative. Seguiremos compartiendo esta información sobre estos y otros esfuerzos en los próximos meses. Gracias por unirte a nosotros hoy.
Bắt sum chấm riêng số bom pôn từng ở kia hay số mỏ con bom pôn để ban mà châu rùm chấm mùi dương trong nơi ngày níថ្ងៃនេះដែរយើងមានវត្តមានលោកអាបាលក្រុង Rex Richardson អនុប្រធានគ្រប់គ្រងទីក្រុងគឺអ្នកស្រី Teresa Chandler ខ្សែប្រងប៉ូលីសគឺលោក T Burford និងមន្ត្រីអ្នកជំនាញផ្នែកអន្តរាគមន៍និងបង្ការអំពើហិង្សាសហគមន៍អ្នកស្រី Cindy Sagun ដែលមកពីអង្គការ Centrocha និងលោក David Hawk ដែលជាសហស្ថាបនិកនៃអង្គការមួយឈ្មោះថា March for Our Lives និងអ្នកស្រី Montserrat Pineda អនុប្រធាននៃសកម្មភាពចូលរួមសហគមន៍និងសហសម្របសម្រួលយុវជននៃការិយាល័យរបស់លោកអាបាលក្រុង Long Beach Richardson របស់យើងជំនួសមកឲ្យសាលាក្រុងយើងក៏បដិញ្ញាលើកមុខមាត់យុវជនរបស់យើងធ្វើយ៉ាងណាធានាផ្ដល់ឱកាសល្អៗសម្រាប់ពួកគាត់ដើម្បីបានចូលរួមនៅក្នុងកិច្ចការសង្គមនិងសកម្មភាពដែលប្រែក្លាយខ្សែជីវិតរបស់ពួកគាត់និងជួយជំរុញយុវជនឲ្យមានទំនាក់ទំនងគ្នាល្អនិងរៀនសូត្រអំពីចំណេះដឹងថ្មីៗនិងសកម្មភាពដែលប្រែក្លាយខ្សែជីវិតរបស់ពួកគាត់នឹងជួយឲ្យទីក្រុងឡុងបេរបស់យើងកាន់តែមានសុវត្ថិភាពជាងមុនបើយើងរាល់គ្នាសុទ្ធតែសមនឹងទទួលបាននៅឱកាសនៅក្នុងការរីករាយកម្សាន្តសប្បាយសហគមន៍ដែលមានសុវត្ថិភាពនិងរដូវក្តៅដែលមានការចងចាំនៅក្នុងជីវិតរបស់យើងក៏ប៉ុន្តែជាអកុសលរាល់ឆ្នាំឲ្យតែចូលដល់រដូវក្តៅគឺនៅពេលដែលវិសមកាលចូលមកដល់គឺវ៉ាកងធំចូលមកដល់នឹងទីក្រុងទាំងអស់នៅក្នុងរដ្ឋ California យើងនិងនៅទូទាំងសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកផងគឺតែងតែមានទំនោរមួយហើយទំនោរនោះគឺការកើនឡើងហេតុការណ៍ហិង្សាដែលប៉ះពាល់ដល់សុខសាន្តភាពសុខសាន្តសុខដុមរមនារបស់ប្រជាពលរដ្ឋនៅក្នុងសហគមន៍របស់យើងអំពើហិង្សាទាំងនេះគឺជះផលមិនល្អជាច្រើនដល់យុវជនរបស់យើងជាពិសេសយុវជនដែលមិនមែនជាជនជាតិស្បែកសនិងបងប្អូនដែលមានប្រាក់ចំណូលទាបបាននេះរដូវក្តៅខាងមុខនេះសាលាក្រុងឡុងប៊ិចនឹងសហការគ្នាយ៉ាងជិតស្និទ្ធជាមួយនឹងដៃគូសហគមន៍របស់យើងដើម្បីធ្វើយ៉ាងណារក្សាសុវត្ថិភាពយុវជនយើងគ្រួសារយើងនិងសហគមន៍យើងដោយផ្ដើមចេញពីការបើកកម្មវិធីរដូវក្តៅដែលមានសុវត្ថិភាពនិងផាសុកភាពកម្មវិធីនេះផ្ដោតទៅលើយុទ្ធសាស្ត្រសំខាន់ៗដូចខាងក្រោមនេះគឺទី1បង្កើនឱកាសសម្រាប់យុវជននារដូវក្តៅដោយរួមមានទាំងការងារសម្រាប់យុវជនធ្វើការបង្រៀនអំពីបំណិនជីវិតកម្មវិធីផ្ដល់ឱវាទនិងការបន្ថែមម៉ោងបើកឧទ្យានផងវិធានការបង្ការអំពើហិង្សាដោយផ្អែកទៅលើទិន្នន័យដែលបានប្រមូលពីបញ្ហានេះដោយកំណត់ទីតាំងដែលសហគមន៍ដែលមានហានិភ័យខ្ពស់ផ្នែកអំពើហិង្សាដោយអាវុធនិងចាត់ការពង្រាយកម្លាំងក្រុមកងសុខភាពភូមិឃុំដើម្បីកសាងទំនាក់ទំនងល្អនៅក្នុងតំបន់ទាំងនោះហើយនឹងជួយឧបត្ថម្ភគាំទ្រសកម្មភាពចូលរួមរបស់សហគមន៍ដែលមានចីរភាពដោយមានការផ្ដល់ថវិកាជំនួយសម្រាប់កម្មវិធីផ្សេងបាទដូចជាការជប់លៀងតាមដងផ្លូវការមើលកុននាពេលរាត្រីនិងកម្មវិធីកម្សាន្តផ្សេងនៅក្នុងសហគមន៍របស់យើងសម្រាប់ពេញមួយរដូវក្តៅតែម្ដងហើយគោលដៅដែលយើងចង់បាននោះគឺធ្វើយ៉ាងណាធានាឲ្យសហគមន៍របស់យើងនឹងគឺមានសុវត្ថិភាពមានផាសុកភាពនិងស្វាហាប់រីកចម្រើនទៅមុខជានិច្ចហើយយើងក៏អាចសម្រេចជោគជ័យនេះបានតាមរយៈការធ្វើជាស្ពានចម្លងដើម្បីឲ្យយុវជនបានទទួលបានឱកាសមានការងារធ្វើហើយជាមួយគ្នានេះយើងនឹងធ្វើការរួមគ្នាជាមួយនឹងដៃគូសហគមន៍ដើម្បីដោះស្រាយបញ្ហារបស់យើងដែលជាបញ្ហាស្នូលដើម្បីសហគមន៍ភូមិឋានរបស់យើងមានសុវត្ថិភាពមិនមែនសម្រាប់តែភូមិភាគខាងកើតភូមិភាគកណ្ដាលភូមិភាគខាងត្បូងនិងខាងលិចក្រុងឡុងប៊ិចរបស់យើងនោះទេឱកាសសម្រាប់រដូវក្តៅនេះគឺជាពេលវេលាដែលនាំមកនូវកម្មវិធីល្អៗសម្រាប់យុវជនដែលមានទាំងសេវាពិធីផ្សេងនិងបានធានាបានជាច្រើនផងទន្ទឹមនឹងនេះវាគឺជាពេលដែលយុវជនទទួលបានឱកាសថ្មីនៅក្នុងការផ្លាស់ប្ដូរជីវិតជំនាញដើម្បីអនាគតវែងឆ្ងាយរបស់ពួកគេផងដែរបើការផ្ដល់ឱកាសល្អៗនិងមានសុវត្ថិភាពសម្រាប់យុវជនដើម្បីបានរៀនសូត្របានប្រស្រ័យទាក់ទងគ្នានិងបានអភិវឌ្ឍខ្លួននៅក្នុងមួយរដូវក្តៅនេះ នឹងសម្រាប់ពេលទៅអនាគតផងនោះគឺយើងសម្រាំងឱកាសនេះធ្វើយ៉ាងណាសម្រាប់ឲ្យយុវជនម្នាក់ប្រើប្រាស់ឲ្យអស់ពីលទ្ធភាពនៃសក្តានុពលរបស់ខ្លួនទាំងនេះនៅទីបំផុតនឹងប្រែក្លាយសហគមន៍របស់យើងឲ្យទៅជាទីដែលមានសន្តិសុខសុវត្ថិភាពជាទូទៅយើងក៏មានគម្រោងនឹងបានខិតខំដុតដៃដុតជើងយ៉ាងច្រើនដែរដើម្បីឲ្យឱកាសដល់យុវជនរបស់យើងនារដូវក្តៅនេះហើយឆាប់នេះសាលាក្រុងឡុងប៊ិចនឹងបើកដំណើរការប្រតិទិនសកម្មភាពប្រចាំរដូវក្តៅមួយដែលមាននៅគេហទំព័រមួយឈ្មោះថា Long Beach .gov/summer ដែលមានសកម្មភាពជាង 1300 មុខហើយនឹងសម្បូរបែបទាំងនេះឲ្យស្របតាមវ័យតាមកម្មវិធីសម្រាប់ឲ្យយុវជនពេញមួយរដូវក្តៅនេះតែម្ដងបាទកម្មវិធីផ្ដោតទៅលើអនាគតជាចម្បងរបស់យើងដែលជាកម្មវិធីបង្កើតឡើងរួមគ្នាជាមួយនឹងការិយាល័យអភិវឌ្ឍយុវជននិងអភិវឌ្ឍកម្លាំងពលកម្មសម្រាប់សេដ្ឋកិច្ចនៃនាយកដ្ឋានសុខាភិបាលក៏ផ្ដល់ជាវគ្គបង្រៀនអំពីបំណិនជីវិតការគ្រប់គ្រងករណីការបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលរបៀបធ្វើការនិងការពិគ្រោះយោបល់សម្រាប់ការបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលជំនាញវិជ្ជាជីវៈយុវជនដែលមានអាយុចាប់ពី16ទៅដល់24ឆ្នាំហើយកម្មវិធីមាគ៌ាសុខភាពរបស់នាយកដ្ឋានសុខាភិបាលនឹងចូលរួមនៅក្នុងការរៀបចំកម្មវិធីសម្រាប់រដូវក្តៅនេះដែរគឺធ្វើនៅតាមភូមិដែលមានយុវជនទៅលេងកម្សាន្តនិងជួបជុំគ្នានោះបាទព័ត៌មានបន្ថែមអំពីកម្មវិធីមាគ៌ាសុវត្ថិភាពនារដូវក្តៅនេះនឹងមានដាក់ដំណើរការនៅក្នុងពេលឆាប់ខាងមុខនេះចំណែកឯកម្មវិធីសុវត្ថិភាពរបស់នាយកដ្ឋានឧទ្យានរបស់យើងឯនោះវិញក៏ផ្ដល់ទៅលើពេលវេលាដែលជួបជុំគ្នានៅពេលល្ងាចពេលយប់នៅតាមឧទ្យានដែលស្ថិតនៅក្នុងភូមិឋានដែលជួបបញ្ហានៃអំពើហិង្សាច្រើនជាងគេកម្មវិធីទាំងនេះរួមមានទាំងវិធីសិល្បៈសិប្បកម្មរហូតដល់ល្បែងកម្សាន្តនៅខាងក្រៅផ្ទះនិងមានកីឡានិងមានទាំងសកម្មភាពផ្នែកវិទ្យាសាស្ត្រនិងបន្ទប់កុំព្យូទ័រផងដែរបាទរីឯខាងនាយកដ្ឋានប៉ូលីសឯនោះវិញក៏កំពុងតែផ្ដល់កម្មវិធីជាច្រើនសម្រាប់ភូមិគឺកម្មវិធីដែលធ្វើពេញមួយឆ្នាំដែរគឺដូចជាកម្មវិធីក្រុមជិះកង់សុវត្ថិភាពតាមភូមិកម្មវិធីទទួលទានអាហារឬក៏ទទួលទានកាហ្វេជាមួយនឹងប៉ូលីសនិងការចូលរួមកិច្ចប្រជុំសហគមន៍និងការបន្តផ្ដល់អាទិភាពដល់កម្មវិធីសម្រាំងរបស់យុវជនជាច្រើនផងដែរហើយកម្មវិធីបណ្ឌិតសភាផ្នែកភាពជាអ្នកដឹកនាំរបស់យុវជនឯនោះវិញគឺមានតំណែងល្អរវាងសហគមន៍និងមន្ត្រីពង្រឹងការអនុវត្តច្បាប់កម្មវិធីបណ្ឌិតសភានីប៉ូលីសរបស់យើងគឺសូមអញ្ជើញបងប្អូននៅភូមិឋានផងភូមិផងរបងជាមួយនឹងគឺជាពិសេសគឺខាងអាជីវកម្មនឹងមកចូលរួមនៅក្នុងកម្មវិធីរាត្រីជួបជុំគ្នាថ្នាក់ជាតិមួយដែលហៅថា National Night Out ដែលធ្វើនៅថ្ងៃទី6ខែសីហាដែលរៀបចំពិធីនេះគឺជប់លៀងតាមផ្លូវមានពិធីដង្ហែក្បួនពិធីចម្អិនអាហារពិសាជុំគ្នាខាងក្រៅផ្ទះនិងពិធីផ្សេងៗទៀតរបស់សហគមន៍ដើម្បីលើកស្ទួយភាពជាដៃគូរវាងប៉ូលីសនិងសហគមន៍និងលើកកម្ពស់មេត្រីភាពក្នុងចំណោមភូមិផងរបងជាមួយគ្នាផងបាទនិយាយជារួមនេះគឺគ្រាន់តែជាការសង្ខេបកម្មវិធីមួយចំនួននៅក្នុងចំណោមកម្មវិធីនិងគម្រោងជាច្រើនដែលយើងសម្រិតសម្រាំងសម្រាប់សហគមន៍ហើយកម្មវិធីទាំងនេះត្រូវអនុវត្តគម្រោងផ្ដល់ឱកាសសម្រាប់រដូវក្រៅឬក៏ Strong Beach របស់យើងនេះហើយយើងខ្ញុំមានក្តីរំភើបដែលមានឱកាសជម្រាបជូនបងប្អូនទាំងអស់ឲ្យបានជ្រាបអំពីវិស័យនេះហើយបដិញ្ញានឹងធ្វើឲ្យសហគមន៍យើងមានផាសុកភាពយើងសង្ឃឹមថានឹងទន្ទឹងរង់ចាំចូលរួមបន្ថែមទៀតនៅក្នុងការរួមបង្កើតឱកាសថ្មីៗសម្រាប់យុវជនរបស់យើងខ្ញុំនៅតែបន្តចែករំលែកព័ត៌មានថ្មីៗនឹងចុងក្រោយអំពីកិច្ចខំប្រឹងប្រែងនេះនិងកម្មវិធីផ្សេងៗនិងគម្រោងដទៃទៀតនៅក្នុងពេល3ខែខាងមុខទៀតបាទសូមអរគុណសូមជម្រាបលា
Good job. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much for joining us. We have time if there's any questions. I know it's a few media here. Just speak up a little bit. It's a little windy. Yes, sir. Mayor and Deputy Chief America Channel 7. Hey, Eric.